So really every plague is the Black Plague when you're black.
I'm answering logically and statistically. I've run the data. She has a fatter ass than you. She also has a larger bust and clear skin. And you are short. Come on, Tuts, you're gonna make me lie to your face right now. You know that I notice a face from a mile away, and it's not on you, honey. But it is on my best friend, platonically, of course.
And it's pathetic and a little bit pathetic how we both get all obsessive just to act just like we're strangers. You got me in the choco tight as a noose.
They keep screaming from wall to wall. Okay, hi. I don't know. I don't feel like we have to make this awkward. I feel like you and I can just pick it up, pick whatever this pickety poop tip scoop diddy poop. Wait, no. No Kanye support over here. I've been gone for a year. I moved. Obviously, my background is different. Sunroom. Classy bitch. Mimosas. Just kidding. That's not what I drink in here. I drink Rumple because I'm a demon. Single. Thriving. You don't need to know all this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because that's why I haven't been posting. Bro, life has been thing. My name is Lilac if you're new here. I don't know, strap in, bitch, because I'm basically new here too. But me being on for a year did not stop y'all from absolutely fucking terrorizing me. I saw a ton of comments that were like, I hope you don't come back, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, guess what, bitch? You caused my villain arc, and now I'm back just to spite you. Yeah, and also, I heard y'all, damn. Now, we're going to switch this up a little bit, and instead of discussing TikTok, TikTok on the front, instead of discussing topical TikTok things, goodness gracious, I'm gonna be judgmental to random strangers because y'all get too intense about like public figures and y'all want to suck the farts out of their butt. Like, I want to talk about the Nicki Cardi beef, but last time I talked about Nicki, her weirdo stands were like, I'm gonna send a dead animal to your house. And I was like, please don't. But in the throes of me becoming a new person, not only have I discovered a debaucherous taste for disgusting things like Rumple Mints, I have also fallen in love with Reddit. I am on Reddit all the fucking time. I upload, my posts do terrible. What else is new? It does hurt my feelings though. So we're gonna read some Reddit stories from different subreddits and you're gonna let me know how you feel in the comments and you're not gonna be rude. Yeah, I think let's just get into it because it's spooky season. Hi, baby. It's spooky season and the only thing spooky is people on Reddit. Also, I filmed another video I'm probably gonna be putting out soon, but like the lighting, it just wasn't flattering and also the audio went out a little bit at certain parts, but it was still really funny. We're gonna start at Am I the Asshole? It's pretty self-explanatory. It's people that are just like, was I being rude? But usually I get frustrated with this stuff because it's like, my best friend stabbed me 67 times and I called the police on them and now they're arrested. Am I an asshole? My mother threw me out of the window as a baby and I decided to go no contact with her as an adult. Am I an asshole? But you know, I'm good at figuring out which ones are good or not. So we're gonna just trust my gut. Am I the asshole for calling my friend's husband a useless piece of shit? This is brand new too. This is 15 minutes. That's a fresh asshole. Okay, that's puckered. I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. But I do have the humor of a 4-year-old. Okay, my best friend and her husband have 4 kids. 8 female, 6 female, 4 female, 3 female, 2, 3, then a gasolina. Dame me gasolina. Okay, sorry. My friend's husband is a great dad when someone is there to help. When he's alone with all 4 kids, he gets overwhelmed and freezes. I mean, sounds pretty reasonable. I have cats and I get overwhelmed. So let the man breathe. Damn. A few weeks ago, my friend was sick, so I brought over dinner. We thought it was just a bad cold. When we were eating, my friend went to the bathroom and the 3-year-old followed her. 3-year-old came running out saying her mom was throwing up. All of the kids ran to the bathroom followed by me and my friend's husband. I helped her clean up while her husband went to get her nausea medicine and a thermometer. When he came back, I asked him to get the kids out of the bathroom so she could have some space. After we got the kids out, I took her temp and it came back at almost 104, so I went to go get her some Tylenol and water. Girl, that baby girl need to go to the hospital. What the fuck? You talking about 104? She's literally about to spontaneously combust. She's like, hello? If my fever even gets to like a 101 or 102, I'm like, I caught the plague. I have the plague and I'm dying. It's probably a new plague even. I don't want to say it's the black plague because that feels racist because I am black. So really every plague is the black plague when you're black. But I will say, like, my luck, it would be like some new plague. And honestly, like, as long as they just name it after me, I feel like that's fair. Like the Nicole plague, the lilac plague. God, I just said my government name. Fuck, I'm washed. So I went to get some Tylenol and water. I get back and the kids are all in the bathroom again because their dad can't keep them away from the bathroom for 2 minutes. Aw. I give her the Tylenol and water and she almost immediately starts to vomit again and then passes out. Her husband just stood there while I was trying to get her into a recovery position, get the kids away from her and call 911. I managed to get all of them out of the bathroom and her husband is coming back every 20 seconds asking if I can call their nanny to help with the kids, if I can go to the hospital with her, did I start the dishwasher, does he need to wash, hand wash the youngest sippy cup, etc. When my friend regained consciousness, he even started asking her how to do bedtime for the little ones, did she wash their pajamas yet, did they get screen time that day, or can he put them on a movie. I told him his wife wouldn't hold his hand right now and he just had to figure it out. He told me he's not usually the one that deals with this and he's trying his best, then goes back to asking what stories the kids like and what setting does he put the sound machine on and how do they like their milk. I just snapped and told him to figure it out on his own and called him a useless piece of shit. It's been nearly a month and he still acts all pissy when I stop by the house. My friend says he'll get over it, but my boyfriend thinks I was unnecessarily rude and he was trying his best. Am I the asshole for calling him a useless piece of shit when he couldn't handle his own kids while his wife was experiencing medical emergency? You are an asshole and also so is your friend because, dude, it's an emergency situation. He's obviously freaking out, okay? When someone that you love is having a health crisis, it is extremely overwhelming. He was just going into dad mode, trying to figure out how to comfort his kids and care for his wife, and he's asking questions, bro. You never had the substitute teacher that was like, no question is a stupid question.
Random dumbass. We've got a random dumbass incident occurring.
Editing me here. Just stepping in before y'all call me a colossal dumbass. I don't know what I was thinking with my opinion with this one. I thought it was just an overwhelmed dad. But like, baby girl literally threw up until she passed out and he's like, excuse me, where are the goldfish? Excuse me. When is iPad time? Have you done, So you're telling me that they haven't watched SpongeBob yet today? So you're telling me they haven't had a gummy bear yet today? And it's like, dude, your wife is passed out on the floor, okay? So before you go off on me, I know my take on this is bad, okay? I just thought he was, baby boy was overstimulated as somebody that gets overstimulated. I'm under the belief that agreeing with men is gross. For the most part. I don't really know what I was thinking with this one, especially because there is a stigma about parenthood where women do so much and get little to no praise and men fucking give them one goldfish and everyone's like, oh my god, he's so amazing. So yeah, I had a bad take, whatever. I'm just someone who gets overstimulated and I was trying to be empathetic to the fact that maybe he was just overstimulated. Okay. Anyways, that's it. I understand both sides of the situation. I understand like they're freaking out in different ways because the friend is trying to make sure her friend's okay and is probably overstimulated by him bombarding her with questions. So she's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to handle some shit right now. I watched Grey's Anatomy a week ago. I need to do a tracheotomy. And he's probably just like trying to make sure the kids are good because they're obviously checking in on her a lot because they're concerned. He's trying to like quell everyone's fears. And here's the other thing. I don't even know because if she was like, you're an asshole, you don't know how to care for your kids, that's so offensive. Like, I don't know, man. Especially a useless piece of shit. Like, you could be like, I'm so sorry. It was the heat of the moment. But obviously, like, she doesn't even want to apologize. So I don't really know what we're doing here. But also the friend going, oh, he'll get over it. You're a piece of shit too. That's your husband. Like, that's your partner, the father of your children. Like, you should be supporting him and be like, what the fuck? Like, I understand you were concerned and worried for me and I appreciate that. But you were disrespectful to the father of my children. Like, why are you letting him take the L? And this is the kind of shit that bothers me because, like, I feel like a lot of men, not all, but I would choose the bear. A lot of men feel like they cannot emote or express themselves because there's still this stigmatization. Is that a fucking word. It is now. That they have to just like tough it up and whatever. It's such stupid bullshit. But when you do shit like this, it like piles onto that because he can't even have a moment where he's worried about his kids and the mother of his children without y'all calling him a useless piece of shit. And maybe he's just not like he's learning how to take care of all these kids at once, but that's a lot of kids and they're all different. I don't know. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Words literally cannot express how sorry I am for this opinion. It was so dumb. It was so stupid. Like, I'm so sorry. Okay, listen, I had some of my girlies watch this before I post because I need to know if it's good or not, even though we all know what it is. And they were like, girl, what was your opinion about this? I'm glad you took it back, but now I'm just coming back again to tell you that I take it back again. I rebuke myself, my opinions in this time right here. I'm sorry. Let's check the comments. First comment is, not the asshole. Wife unconscious, he's asking about bedtime stories and sippy cups. Sometimes harsh truth is needed. I also don't disagree with that. Like, I just think he was in panic mode, and that's fair. Like, you might ask dumb shit when you're in panic mode. Like, literally, I just got a concussion the other week. It's my third. I'm kind of a veteran. And I was like, oh, I just hit my head really hard until I felt liquid. I'm going to drive to the store. And it took me like an hour to drive 5 minutes up the road because I kept getting confused. Shit was happening. You know, sometimes you don't react the correct way. Sometimes you react like the 8th person in an escape room.
Ooh, that's good. I don't know. Yes. It fits. Can I ask for a hint?
Someone else said, not the asshole, he froze in an actual emergency. Bedtime routines can wait when someone's passing out. Again, I'm not going to disagree with that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was on the wrong side of things. Everybody's saying not the asshole. Honestly, I think you were too kind. Would he have even called 911 if you weren't there or just shaken her awake to ask why she was slacking off? This dude is not a good dad. Okay, not the asshole. Dad of 2 boys under the age of 9. Nothing pissed me off more than lazy, uninvolved dads. Did I fucking miss something, bro? Okay, there's a comment from OP. Her dad wasn't in her life growing up, so she stays with him, so her kids have a dad, so she has a family. I don't agree with her. Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sway my original opinion too much because I don't want, like, groupthink to get into my head. Like, I do think it's not a nice thing to do to call someone a useless piece of shit. That being said, if what he's doing is performative, which is now what I'm getting, like, he's pretending to spring into action by being like, oh my gosh, where's the goldfish? Do I put on Baby Shark or Miss Rachel? Like, then yeah, shut the fuck up. Absolutely. I just could also see like how somebody in a panic situation would be, their critical thinking would be affected. But if this is like a pattern and he's just always useless, then like, I don't know. I can admit that I was wrong about that. I'm not too proud to admit when I'm wrong. Okay. I do still see both sides. Less so his side now because I thought he was just a dad freaking out. But from the way that the comments are, it's making it sound like he's just a useless piece of shit. On to the next. I thought poo mode activated meant that the OP was the asshole. I was so ready to... Anyways. Oh, wow. Am I the asshole for throwing my nephew out of a family party? I do already see the verdict, but we're going to keep it. So for some context, me, 53 man, and my family live in the South, specifically Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, okay, Charleston. I live in the South, and I think that South Carolina is the scariest place on earth. But Charleston is very cute, very good shrimp, very good grits, very booch. A lot of people in Vineyard Vines, a lot of fancy bougie white people. And that's not me saying anything bad. It's free people vibes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually very cute. And that was not to be weird. I'm half white. Anyways, Charleston, South Carolina, I can get behind. The rest of South Carolina, hell no. I remember I went to stay at a hotel in South Carolina. We walk in, there's bloody handprints on the door. Call the front desk like, a murder happened here, I'm pretty sure. And we didn't even get a discount on the... No, I'm just kidding. But she was like, yeah, you wanted a non-smoking room. Okay. I didn't want to get cancer from secondhand smoke. That doesn't mean I want to be a witness to a murder.
She don't even care that someone was murdered?
And then also the Murdaws were from South Carolina, and their name is almost literally murder. So anyways, that tangent aside, let's get into it. A year back, my son, Jake, male, 20, started attending the University of South Carolina. Go Gamecocks! Okay, see, now I'm back on the hater side, because why the fuck is your mascot called a gamecock? Could you just call it like a competitive rooster or something? Like a, what? Okay, anyways. And during his freshman year, he met a lovely girl named Monique, also 20 years old. Monique is, as her name suggests, African American.
Huh?
Why would that have to be a black woman's name? Monique could definitely be a universal name, but I'm gonna not nitpick that. While our family is Caucasian, you don't fucking say. But neither me nor anyone else in the immediate family has had any issue with that. I do, but okay. I'm gonna reserve my judgment because the vote is. Okay, she's sweet, beautiful, and overall an incredible young woman, and we all accept her with open arms from the first time we met her. A week ago, my wife and I held a party at our home, and Jake and Monique both made the trip from college to attend. The party was going well until I noticed Jake and Monique were alone, and Monique was crying. I asked what had happened, and Monique told me that Jake's cousin, Greg, 17, had told him that he shouldn't slum it and called Monique a ghetto whore.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Among other racist remarks. I went to find Greg and he admitted to this, saying that he was just looking out for my cousin.
Saying that, that's great. Keep saying it.
Actually, in North Carolina, I used to be friends with this girl I worked with who was South African. And so there was a lot of different dynamics racially from there in the US. And they just straight up hated black people. And I don't know like why I was friends with her. I think because she didn't display the same behavior as her family. But I remember sitting around a campfire at her like brother's birthday party, and there was one other black person there, and one of the girls is like, I think you both are really cool, but I would be ashamed if my future child brought either one of you home. And I was like, cool. So can I take a slice of cake to go? Because I feel like that's reparations at this point, because that was fucking crazy. Why would you say that? And the fact that 2025, almost 2026 is here, there's so much diversity in the world, and you're still upset about your own preconceived notions of why be racist when you can be Kip from Napoleon Dynamite? You could have you a fine ass LaFonda, bitch. Like, what do you mean? LaFonda was a fucking vibe. And I know some people might be like, Greg is 17. He's too young to. No. At this point, I told him to leave and he and his parents left, but his parents have been on me as of late for blowing things out of proportion. Okay, because they're racist. Racism is not an opinion. It's not a quirky joke. It's not me looking out for you. It would be different if Greg was like, I see you with someone different, like personality wise or whatever, but just because she's black. Okay. Edit. A lot of you are rightfully pointing out a bias I have where I assume Monique was a predominantly African American name. Period. Okay. I'm glad that he addressed it because I said that too. I didn't know that it's a common French name as well and associated the name with black people since all the Moniques I personally know have been black. I didn't mean anything by this, but in retrospect, I can see how it makes me sound bad, so I'll try to do better from here on out. Definitely microaggressive, and also like it just shows, obviously racism doesn't always have to be malicious. It can be just pure ignorance. As a woman of color who has predominantly dated white men, it can be almost just as hurtful to be naive in that, like, he's clearly just not around enough black people. And that's fine, but like, it is a red flag to me when your circle is not diverse, and that goes for anybody. If you don't have a diverse circle, you're going to be ignorant to at least one side, and that's fine if you want to live that way, but it doesn't work for me. So let's read some comments. What the hell does Monique, as her name suggests, is African American mean? Jesus. Yeah. Not the asshole. You address bigotry by setting boundaries and consequences. Your home, your rules. Good job addressing it properly. You heard about it. You confirmed it to be fact. You enforced the consequences. Not surprised his parents were okay with it. You know who he learned it from. Edit, but your comment about her name, though, might want to work on your own internalized racism. Monique is French. Yeah, a wee baguette, okay? And that may be now me being racist to French people, so let me shut the fuck up. Now we're gonna turn it up a notch to Am I the Devil? Which is basically Am I the Asshole, but Satan's spawn, okay? Please stop. Please stop. Vandalism on camera is crazy. Am I the devil? Out of control. Please don't knock over my camera because you're really, really close to. Hey, back it up. Oh my God. He's going to tip over the camera. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. He's gonna jump. His back is twitching. Oh shit. Oh fuck. He's hunting so close to my camera. Baby, please. Mojo, move. Here we go. Am I the asshole for refusing to allow the hospital to discharge my wife to me? My wife now has stage 4 colon cancer. For the past year and a half, this is going to piss me off. I have had to work and then come home and do the majority of the household chores, and I was also treated as the nurse. Okay, so is this going to be like he's going to say, I'm too busy to handle your treatment, so stay at the hospital where they can watch you? That's going to be my prediction, but you're still a dick for that. We have 2 sons, 18, 16, and a daughter, 15, that help out, but it became expected of me to be their parent, their go-to parent on everything. Oh, wow, poor you. You were expected to be the go-to parent when your wife is dealing with a terminal illness. Okay. A year ago, my wife pretty much stopped being able to do anything for herself. She's exceptionally rude to me and pretty much screams and cries hysterically all the time and sometimes mutters on about people who haven't been in our lives for some time. She also blames me for not being kind to her when I'm putting my entire life on hold when I'm at home, and I feel like I didn't even have an identity anymore. So right off the bat, as I'm reading through this, like obviously like people do have to understand like terminal illness, it has an effect on everybody, obviously, and a negative emotional effect, mental effect, whatever, beyond the physical. And obviously resentment has been building, but you can't be like, my wife with a terminal illness is mean to me. I mean, you can, but like, it's a slippery slope. Over the summer, I've talked to doctors and they told me there was a lot of red tape regarding getting my wife into a nursing home. I talked with my dad, 74, and he told me that from his understanding, hospitals, if you didn't pick up a patient after discharge 3 days later, the hospital social worker would have to place them into a specialized nursing facility. I just forgot how to read because I'm reading ahead and oh goodness. Okay, the hospital social worker would have to place them into a specialized nursing facility. Last week, my wife had to be rushed to the emergency room. For the week I didn't have to be her nurse, I realized how much of a strain taking care of a barely lucid and angry when she was lucid woman had become to me. There's definitely a more tactful way to put it. And I realized that I was basically being mom and dad around the house, and I was so tired of doing this every single day and then waking up at 6 to go to work. When I found out my wife was set to be discharged, I ended up making up my mind. When the hospital called to say that they were going to discharge my wife and I need to be there to receive her, I told them that I did not want to take care of her anymore. She's not a fucking stray. And even when people do that with animals, it's horrible. What do you mean? If you really do not want to care for your wife anymore, you owe her the fucking courtesy of talking to her and being like, I don't want to do this anymore. So she can at least figure out or have her care to her other, someone else that cares about her, take care. And your dad was in on it too, basically like scheming behind your wife's back, who's dealing with enough to just effectively get rid of her because you don't want to deal with it anymore is crazy. The hospital continuously called me back and the person on the other line would beseech me to bring my wife home. However, I stood my ground, said that my wife needed to go to a professional nursing facility and said that the hospital social workers need to figure it out. Am I the asshole for finally realizing I reached my limits? My daughter in particular is very upset that her mom's not coming home. My son screamed to me that they would take care of their mother 24/7 if they had to all. However, I knew that the hospital social worker would do his or her job competently and help my wife into a facility. Wow. Okay, let's read this first comment. You are the asshole. OP, I feel for you. Taking care of someone who is very sick as well as 3 kids and a full-time job, I can sympathize that this is very draining and difficult. Exactly. However, the way you are going about this is not right and not fair for your wife or your kids. First off, you need to admit that you need help and ask for it. This just seems like you spent the last year taking on more and more until you burned yourself out. Caregivers burnout is a real thing, and as you've experienced, can hit hard. How about asking one of your parents to come help, a sibling, or perhaps hire a nurse to come and help you out during the day? Find some way to allow yourself to relax. Making a decision to force your wife into a nursing home isn't fair to her and isn't fair to your kids. This needed to be a conversation, that's what I said, that you have with your wife and your kids, not something that you all of a sudden decided to force happen. I understand you are burnt out, but throwing your hands up and giving up isn't the right call here. Even if you agree on finding a nursing home, perhaps choose one with your wife instead of forcing her into whatever system the system will provide. Spoiler alert, it's probably not going to be very good. Your kids are probably going to hate you for this, so if you are okay with your entire immediate family being very upset with you for a long time, well, kudos, I guess. Woo! Yup. I mean, that's pretty much the best way to put it. Like, wow, that's heavy. Let's read 1 or 2 more. I read the statistics once about people who leave their partners when they are severely ill or dying. They are staggeringly high for men, but women almost non-existent. You are the epitome of selfish. You've put your own happiness above that of your dying wife and your 3 children. This is the time for a little self-sacrifice. Sure, you're not legally required, and sure, I know it's tough, but yeah, you're the asshole. Your wife will suffer for the last few months of her life because of you. Your children will likely never never forgive you. If I was your eldest son, I'd be driving to the hospital, legally collecting my mother into my care and returning her to her legal home. I hope he does. I hope he realizes he can't. Because with an asshole for a dad like you, God knows your family needs a new father figure. Woo! Chewed his ass up. Okay, we're only gonna do a couple more. I pretended to have a vasectomy 2 years later and my wife is pregnant. Hello, Reddit. I have been a long-time lurker, but I haven't posted. I'm a frequent user of this app. However, my wife doesn't really like it, but I still want to be precautious as she knows my user. So this is my throwaway account. I'm going through a horrible dilemma and I'm so deep in it, I have no idea what to do. My wife and I have been married for 9 years and we have 2 kids together and we aren't planning on having any more. Well, my wife is set on that idea, but I wanted to have at least 5 kids and she only wanted to have 1 or none. This doesn't take away from the fact that she's a great mother, it's just her preference. Going into the marriage, we sort of compromised to have maybe 2 or 3 kids. I am set on having 3, but she didn't want any more. It's been 5 years. Oh my God, is this gonna go the direction I think it goes, where she doesn't want more kids and he lies and tells her he had a vasectomy and then impregnates her because they don't use protection?
Do you mean that this story is literally gonna go the exact direction that the fucking title of the story says it's gonna go? Yeah, I think it might, dumbass.
The rating on this is asshole from another realm, by the way. So keep your asshole prepared because mine is clinched right now. It's been 5 years since having the first 2, and around 2 years ago, she was hell-bent on me getting a vasectomy. I wasn't comfortable with it and refused, but it became the entire center of our arguments. We dated for 5 years before getting married, so we have been together for a total of 12 years when this occurred. Now we've been together for 14 years. These were such lovely times, and I didn't want to end our relationship on this, especially since we have kids together. So I agreed to the vasectomy after months of arguing. Fast forward to now, my wife is pregnant. She doesn't know how this could have happened, but I do. I never got the vasectomy.
And I think to myself, what the fuck?
Good. 2 years ago, I pretended that I got it. So you're like, it's procedure day. You fucking went out and went to like a McDonald's or some shit. And then you came home and you're like, they did it. They cut off my balls. Or I don't know. I don't know what a vasectomy even is, honestly. I just know the effects of it. I told her that I got someone else to take me to the appointment and took off a week from work so I could recover from it. So now you're fucking with the money too. I tried to be precautionary during sex by pulling out, but it clearly didn't work. Now my wife is furious as I told her that the vasectomy could have failed rather than telling her the truth. She's also scheduling the appointments with lawyers so she can sue the practice in which I received the surgery. Holy fuck. However, if they have the records, it will prove that I never got it. Now my wife is also thinking about having an abortion, but I am trying to convince her to drop this whole thing. And if anything, this child is a miracle.
What's going on?
I'm not going to get into my political views because that's a dangerous territory to get into on the internet, and I don't want to articulate myself to that degree. However, just know that it is my belief that the person who is carrying the baby should have full consent that they're going to carry the baby and enough notice, and it should be a conversation. You want your wife to have a baby she did not consent to having because she thought that you took the proper precautions, and you have the audacity to stare into her face and call it a miracle baby? Okay, what should I do now? I don't want to lose her. She's the love of my life. No, she's a fucking puppet that you think you can control in your eyes. I know this is my fault, but please help. Top comment. Do you often lie and betray your wife? Honestly, I hope she leaves you. Also, I'm pretty sure in some states this could be grounds for rape. Wow, never said it this bluntly, but you are a piece of poop, mate. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Forcing your wife to have children? Imagine the roles reversed. She told you she tied her tubes and you wanted 1 kid, and then she milks your wee every day to get pregnant. There's no fucking way in hell you'll get away with this, in my opinion. You fucked her trust so hard, it got a prolapse. If she doesn't divorce you, I don't care what the fuck she is doing with you. Wow. Last one of Am I the Asshole? Or Am I the Devil? Am I the Devil? The ghosts were listening to me sing that. They have trauma from men. Honestly, after reading all this bullshit, I have trauma from men. Holy fuck. Okay, so this is coming from the subreddit Off My Chest. A lot of these are cross-posted, so I'll put it on the screen. You'll get it. I made my girlfriend cry for admitting that my best friend is more attractive than her. Good. Okay, again, this is also rated asshole from another realm for obvious reasons. I, 25 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 24 male, 24 female, for almost a year now. Before we became official, we were friends for at least 4 years. Other than my girlfriend, the second most important person in my life is my best friend. 24. So you've been in love with your best friend your whole life. We've been best friends for more than a decade, and she's been there for me for all my lowest points. I literally would not have survived this long without her. Our relationship is purely platonic. Okay, sure. It's probably platonic because she wants it to be, not because you do. I admit that I've had a crush on her before. Okay, well, there it is. But we both admitted that it would be better for us to stay best friends, and that was that. AKA, she friend-zoned you, and you were like, okay. She isn't the stereotype girl best friend either. She's just my best friend who just so happens to be female. She respects boundaries, and I'd like to believe that she genuinely sees me as a friend and vice versa. We've been each other's support systems for a long time and even trust each other more than our own parents. Recently, my girlfriend asked me if I think she's prettier / more attractive than my best friend. Okay, womp, 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 bop, 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 bop. Stop there. Number one, to the girlfriend, as someone who's experienced it, don't ask questions that you do not want the answers to. Then, to the boyfriend, obviously fucking lie, you dipshit. You don't sit here and say, well, the symmetry of her features is a little bit more precise than your own. And her hair is silky and falls down her back in a way that makes me think, hello, princess.
Princess, you have outdone yourself.
Sorry, it just so quickly devolved into incel talk. Okay, for context, my best friend is a successful fashion model / influencer. She looks like your typical model influencer, tall, slender, clear skin. I wonder why your girlfriend would feel self-conscious. Well, my girlfriend is honestly short, quite chubby, and has a lot of acne. Oh, somebody come get him. He's acting like a dickhead. Somebody come get him. Somebody's son needs to get hit. Okay. Wow. If you hate your girlfriend, why?
Poo-poo head. You're a worm with a mustache.
You clearly want to be with your girl best friend, and that's fine. Your best friend doesn't want it, and the woman that does, you... Okay, I love my girlfriend. Do you? I really do. Oh, well, okay. She has social anxiety and thus sometimes goes for long periods of time without contacting me, but I've never once felt any doubt or temptation to cheat or find someone else. I accept and love her as she is. Do you? Because you didn't literally say a single positive thing about her. You said she's short, to you, overweight, which probably isn't even overweight, and has acne, which she can't help. She can't help any of those, honestly. She can't help being short. I mean, you can do things for being objectively overweight, but again, I would be surprised if she actually even is. Anyways, when she asked that question, I answered that with yes, of course she did. I believe my best friend is prettier, more attractive than her. I fucking hate men like this that are like, I'm answering logically and statistically.
I've run the data. She has a fatter ass than you. She also has a larger bust and clear skin. And you are short and have acne. I'm gonna analyze. Analysis complete. My best friend is hot, and she tells me I've got a nice cock, and you are mid. The crowd has gone mild. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I mean, come on. You cannot start the next sentence after you crush your girlfriend's fucking heart with, come on, Toots, you're gonna make me lie to your face right now. You know that I notice a fade ace from a mile away, and it's not on you, honey. But it is on my best friend, platonically, of course. My girlfriend is a normal girl, and my best friend literally gets paid and receives lots of free stuff solely for her look. Also, I've seen people that give paid for shit that are, everyone has a type. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but just because you get paid for your looks does not mean you are a fucking statuesque Greek god or goddess. She got offended, and started crying. She hasn't talked to me in a while either. I don't understand why she's acting this way. I just told you you're an ugly Oompa Loompa, babe. And my best friend is a statuesque model type that I would like to squish my meat into. That was disgusting. I'm really sorry. He's bringing it out of me, though. I don't understand why she's acting this way. I mean, the answer was obvious, but it doesn't make me love her any less. Dude, babe, bring it here. Babe, you know that I think you're a hideous beast, but I love you anyway. I think that you are just a roadkill animal of a woman, but I love you anyway, baby.
Huh?
Have you lost your fucking mind, bro? Have you lost... Okay. And we're moving on. I clearly chose to date her instead of other women. I accept her as the whole package except for her looks. I told my best friend about my answer and she slapped me. Obviously, I don't condone like DV and like shit like that, but sometimes people need to get punched and smacked around a little bit. Sometimes they need to be humbled. Now she's been on my ass to make it right. Was I expected to very blatantly lie to my girlfriend? Yes. You don't have to lie, but you can omit the parts that would hurt her feelings. Wouldn't it have been worse if I wasn't honest? No. Anyone with eyes could clearly see who's more attractive. Oh my God. Wouldn't it be a slap to her just to lie to her face that way? I don't get why I have to be the bad guy in this situation. In the arms of someone's son, I'm feeling quite unsafe. In the stone cold wreckage of a mama's boy. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Also, I'm a little sick, so sorry my music is so fucking amazing right now. My singing is fucking really good right now. Sheesh. Okay, update. I was able to talk to her. She apparently told other people about the situation, obviously. And everyone, including her own mother, sides with me? Oh my God, this poor girl. Your own mother is literally... Some people should be able to be euthanized. And I'm joking, but holy fucking shit. Wow, this poor fucking girl. She shouldn't have been asking me questions like that when the answer was obvious. It's also obvious, you moron, that she wanted you to reassure her. You could have even just said, I don't like questions like this. I don't think that we should compare. I love you exactly for who you are. And you and your dumbass mom, see... This is why I hate a mama's boy. All my exes have been mama's boys. And if my male cats were human babies, would I be a boy mom? I would. And it's unfortunate, but they're perfect. You and your stupid mom are literally over here like...
The data has been received.
Your girlfriend has crooked teeth. Your best friend has perfect teeth. Your girlfriend has bumps on her face. Your best friend gets paid for the bumps on her body. The answer is obvious. Your girlfriend is a spud. Like, what the fuck? To everyone saying I should have broken up with her, we're good. I'm feeling very betrayed by my best friend instead because it's clear whose side she took. She's the only one who took my girlfriend's side. Most of the people we know are also upset at her. These are people who actually know us and the relationship. First comment, 25 years old is way too old to not understand how dumb that is. Yep. Who describes their girlfriend as short, quiet, quite chubby, and has a lot of acne? Like, Jesus, that was brutal. If my partner described me like that, there would be a problem. Yup. Are you sure you're not interested in your best friend more than your actual girlfriend? Because I get those vibes. You're the asshole. She did ask who was the hottest, and she asked who you thought was more attractive. If you can look your partner in the face and say, my best friend is more attractive than you, then you don't deserve your partner. Your partner should always be the most attractive person in your eyes, and if they're not, then maybe it's best to part ways. She deserves to be with someone who thinks she's the most beautiful person in the world. We're gonna end it with some nice guys, nice girls. If you don't know, it's basically just incels on both sides. That's what they are. Okay. We're on nice guys. My husband died last month and his nice coworker started messaging me. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Hi. Awkward run-in earlier. Hope you're well. You used the wrong form of you stupid bitch. Sorry, I just hate him already. She said, hi. It's okay, thanks. It's blank, by the way. I worked with your husband. Was very hurt to hear he passed. Used the wrong form of here, you stupid, uneducated, godless imp. I lost my dog recently, so I know how you're feeling. All around me are a million dumbasses. What do you mean? Dude, you lost your husband. That sucks, dude. That sucks, bro. That sucks. I worked with him. He's a good dude. We had some bologna sandwiches together once. But you know, I lost Skippy. I did. And that crushed me. So I think you and I should fuck. What? Something is wrong with a lot of men. Okay, people. Yes, people. But men? What the fuck? And I obviously, like, I have pets. I would kill for them. But, like, I'm malfunctioning. Okay. She said, thank you. He said, are you blank? Yeah. So you didn't even confirm with her if she's the right... Okay. Thought so. Women from your country have such incredible hips. Oh no. Your husband is a lucky man. Sorry. Was...
Fucking loser died. Now he doesn't get to touch your nice ass hips, bro. Fucking idiot. Your husband's so dumb. He died. I'm getting like angry sweats. I'm angrily sweating right now. Thanks for clarifying. Wouldn't have known that you meant if you didn't add in the was there. Literally. Sorry if I was rude. You're just very beautiful. I don't want to screw this up. You already did by trying to hit on somebody whose husband just died a month ago and comparing it to your dog and then talking about her hips. Screw what up? My chance with you. What? LOL. I'm not ready for anything like that. I'm a good guy, I promise. One date is all I ask. I'm free this Friday and Saturday. You know, maybe he is a good guy. Maybe we all got him wrong because he's going out of his way to just please beg for a crumb of foreign pussy from someone who is going through a crisis. But he offered one date and his schedule's open. He's a good guy. He promises. I'm busy then and I'm not looking for that right now. How about next week? Oh, I love when they just don't take a fucking hint. I'm busy then and I'm still not looking for anything. Could not be more fucking crystal clear. I knew your husband well and I know what you expect in a man. I also had a crush on your husband. I can provide that. Please, all I ask for is one day. You'll see, I'm worth it. I've said no. Please respect that. Of course I respect women and their choice, but you're making the wrong choice, you stupid bitch. I was gonna take you to Chili's. I was even gonna get you the sampler. You know how fucking much that is for me to offer that in this fucking economy? A mozzarella stick for your grief? Please, I'm so empathetic.
I don't know why I keep doing an Italian accent for the fuckboy portions of this. I have nothing against Italian people. I love y'all food. I have let an Italian man touch me inappropriately. And actually, now come to think of it, that guy was a fucking dick. But then there was the hot one that took out that CEO. So, you know, it evens out. Okay, so if you're watching this and your name is like Giovanni or Luigi, you know, like I got nothing against you, okay? I got nothing against you. Your accent is just picked so perfectly with these men, and for that, I'm sorry. Italian accents are beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. I'm gonna go now. Take care. Okay, I should have known you were just a pretty face. And you aren't even that pretty, okay? Sorry if I upset you. That was wrong of me. Let me make it up to you. I can't even think of words right now. The fucking, trajectory of this conversation has just been into the fucking shitter from the start. Hello? Her life partner just passed away a month ago, and you're like, damn, rip, sucks. But your hips look nice. And your face is nice too. And I had a dog that passed away, so I fucking get it. So I'm free pretty much whenever, dude. I would love to take you out for some chili cheese fries. I swear to God. You don't want to? You're fucking not even, you're disgusting, actually. I actually just posted a TikTok about this. Anyways, I'm gonna insert it here, but.
Hello, princess. Oh, princess. I saw your rump on your story today. Please let me fucking put my dick in it, please. Oh, princess. I saw you exposing your weenus today. Can I put my dick into it? So you're not even gonna respond? I literally said your ass was fat. Like, are you joking? Like, women just don't want a good man. Wow. Whatever, you were ugly anyway, stupid bitch. Unless.
And then you go, you're not even pretty and all that shit to, oh, I'm sorry. How can I make it up to you? Let me make it up to you. Dinner on me. Oh, so he's playing 4D chess. Okay. He's like, all right, she doesn't want to go out with me when I'm nice. So let me call her short and quite chubby with acne. And then I'll circle back around. She won't even see me coming. Okay? And then I'll be like, oh, fuck, I did a whoopsie. I guess I could fix it by taking you to dinner and you could show me your boobies after. Let me make it up to you. Dinner on me. I'm free tonight. He's trying to lock this in now. I'll bring you food. I still have your address from when I came over? She said, no. Your husband would want you to be with a man he knows will treat you right in all ways. Winky face! Listen, your dead husband would want me to fuck the shit out of you. I know that. I know me and him were bros. We went on breaks at the same time. I know exactly what kind of woman you are. And I know that your husband wants me to rail you. That's what he would want.
Why are you not honoring what your dead husband wants? I'm good at taking care of women, especially ones like you. What does that mean? A widow? Is that a threat? Are you admitting to being a murderer? The fuck? Is this based out of South Carolina? Such fuckable hips.
Ooh, and been saying that. Who said that?
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Such fuckable hips. She said, I'm way too sober to deal with this. Bye, LOL. No, actually. He said, okay, no more chances. Bye. You're out of chances, sister. You fucking missed out on a real one. I would have got you chicken nuggets and then played that when I put my hand up on your hip. When you dip, we dip, we dip. Cause I really like your hips and like, or hips don't lie even. Get a plethora of options. Honestly, OP fucking missed out. Okay, comments. You officially posted one of the worst guys I've ever seen on this sub. Yep, I can say that too. Wow. This one actually upset me. I'm surprised every day on how low people can get. And to expand on that, I've also been asked by a guy that if he made me a purse out of his own skin, would I wear him wherever I go? And somehow this guy was still worse. Like, I don't know. Like, all right, we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm just gonna check nice guys for equal representation, even though I do support women's wrongs. Oh my God. Okay, this is a short one. This is nice girls. OP sends a picture of themselves eating a piece of pizza. He said, I think Andrew gave you the wrong number. She said, all right, sorry, have a good day. He said, thanks, you too. Dick move for Andrew, LOL. She said, it's a shitty feeling being ignored, used, and have to have a guy you hit it off with just vanish. Guess I was just a one night stand for him. Guys are dicks. You're grossly unattractive, by the way. Girl, he was siding with you. He was just chilling with a piece of pizza and made it a fun little moment. And you're like, you're disgusting, actually. I got stood up by somebody else, but you're like a ghoul of a man. That's fucked up, but also very funny. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I've had a shot of Rumble and I need to go edit this. And also my cats are fighting. And also, I gotta go call someone to use this piece of shit. So we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna be posting more regularly. Thank you for the people that are still around. Like, I know it took me a little bit, but I feel much better and much more in control of my circumstances and my life. And I'm very focused on my content, my music, my art, whatever the fuck. So please do stay along. If you like this, let me know. If you want me to try some other content, let me know. If you hate me, keep it to your fucking self, you rude bitch. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all very soon. And I'm gonna call my therapist because what the fuck was that? And if you're new here, again, my name is Lilac, actor, singer, dancer, recent painter, okay? I don't know if you can see this, but like, I'm getting into my art bag. You can stream my music, I'll link it. You won't care though. This is supposed to be a commission, but I'm probably gonna keep it. I'm sorry, bestie boo, because this one is really nice.